Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disney Magic Podcast, a fun new Disney podcast hosted by a British guy. I'm your host, Zach Campbell, and you can join me every other week for magical stories, amazing guests, intriguing history, and overall a trip down Main Street, USA. From Disney parks to a galaxy far, far away, we'll be talking all things Disney and just how magical it is. Get ready for this episode because it's starting in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to episode 26, I believe, of the Disney Magic Podcast. You're doing it. You're here. You're welcome. Today we've got a super exciting episode. Today we're going to be interviewing a very good friend of mine, Rapid from Nostalgic Gaming Retro. And yeah, I'm super excited. We're going to be taking a trip down his memory lane, getting some of his favourite memories and all that kind of stuff of Disney and games and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a fun time. And I do want to apologise just for a couple of things. Last week's episode was very, very jumpy. Something's going on with the camera that's connected to my laptop, so I'm going to try and fix that and get the camera set up. My phone's currently on charge, so I can't actually use it at the moment. But we're just going to have an audio session this time. So I do apologise for that, but there will be some nice little visuals on screen once I've edited it and all that fun stuff. So, in case there is something you do want to see, there'll be some on the screen. But for the most part, it's going to be audio. Apologies. But other than that, let's get Rapid on. Let's get this interview going because I am super excited. So let's get it doing. Hello, Rapid. How's it going?
Hey, yeah, not bad, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Besides some technical difficulties, we're all good. my
Yeah, no worries, man, no
my
worries.
my camera decided to stop working, so I was like, okay, cool. We're just gonna audio it this week. So yeah, it is what it
Enough.
is. It's just one of those things. But yeah, welcome. We've been wanting to have you on here for a little while, haven't we? So I'm super
Oh yeah,
excited. I'm super excited. If you just want to introduce yourself, I did give you a little intro, but I'll let you give yourself the grand intro to everyone. Tell you who you are and what you do and all that fun stuff.
all right. Well, hello everyone. I am Rapid Glitch. My friends call me Rapid, and I am over on Nostalgia Gaming Retro, also on YouTube. We do a lot of playthroughs, blind playthroughs, challenges, randomizers, nuzlocks, and all that great stuff over on one place. And I'm part of a team, which Zach is also part of.
We are, we
So
are. Hashtag Team
it's all
Retro,
good.
baby. Let's go.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Fun times, fun times. But yeah, it's oh man. I mean, how like I'm trying to figure out like how long we've known each other. I want to say at least like 4 years. It's been
About that, yeah.
yeah. It's crazy to think that we've known each other for that long, and it's we're actually like working together now and like being part of the same team and
It's crazy,
editing and all
yeah.
that kind of stuff. It's fun stuff, man. Fun stuff.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, it really is because we just had on the 1st of May there,
mhm,
past 4 years since we started
yeah,
Nostalgia Gaming Retro. So
yeah.
yeah, as you say, it's it's great, and the fact that we're working together, it's just things are going up and up. So yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. Good times, good times. It's a blast. I've really enjoyed doing the series that we've got together. That's currently on its way out and everything like that.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and many more to come. So obviously, go and check them out, man. Go and check them out because always good times. If you like any type of gaming, like retro gaming, if you want to have a blast of nostalgic, like it's a good place to go. It really is. But yeah, super excited to have you on here. So I mean, I think the first question I am gonna ask you is, are you a Disney fan? Are you a Disney adult, as it were? Do you consider yourself a bit of a Disney nerd or not?
I probably wouldn't use the term nerd, but I do like the occasional Disney
Yeah,
film.
yeah,
I have. I mean, I enjoy a lot of films, including Toy Story. Toy Story series is one of my favorite series.
of course, of
Um,
course.
and a lot of classics.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot of Disney classics.
absolutely.
Too many to name, but
Absolutely, absolutely. Honestly, it would take. I've been toying with that idea for a podcast for a little while, but I think it'd just be. I don't even know. It'd probably be a long ass episode. To be fair, it really would be. My gosh. But yeah. So, what's your favorite Disney movie then? What would you consider your favorite movie to be in the Disney like umbrella?
Ooh.
Now remember, you've got Star Wars, you've got Marvel, you've got Fox in there. You can, you've got all of
Yeah.
those choices.
Well, I would have to say I'm a Marvel guy. I
Hmm.
mean, I've followed Marvel, I guess, probably when just after the Incredible Hulk came out in 2008
Oh
is
yeah,
really
okay, yeah.
when I kind of got into what the Avengers were and things like
Mm.
that. So yeah, I would say more of a Marvel guy. But if we're talking proper Disney,
Mhm.
possibly live action, I would have to go with the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Good choice. Good choice. Yeah, you can't beat a
Yeah.
good Pirates movie. You can't beat a
Oh,
good
you
Pirates
cannot.
movie. And my favorite one, hands down, has to be Dead Man's Chest.
Oh yeah.
It's just peak cinema. The way they did Davy Jones was just incredible. The CGI in that series was just phenomenal. It really was. They
Yeah.
slacked a little bit towards the end with the last two, but I mean the first three were just absolutely fantastic. They really were. Like
For sure. Oh.
absolutely. And bit of a self plug here. If you want to watch my full review, it's on the channel. So there you go. There you go. Many more of those to come. I'm actually currently working on. Well, I worked on one ages ago, and I recorded it. And I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler because let me look at my calendar. In fact, it's due out Monday, so hey ho, it'll be due out the Monday after this. So
Oh,
spoilers.
nice.
Why not?
Nice.
Why not? I started toying with this like the middle of like end of March, beginning of April, and I watched all of the Indiana Jones movies, and I watched all five of them. I
Yeah.
was like, yes, I'm okay. I'm okay with this. This was really good. I really enjoyed it. Indiana Jones is like one of my favorite franchises from LucasArts. It has hands down so much more than Star Wars for me.
Yeah.
Um, and I've said this many times. People know I'm not a Star Wars fan, and people hate me for it. Like how I'm like, I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things that I'm just not a big fan of. But Indiana Jones, hands down, 100%. So that's the next movie review coming out. So I'm going to be sorting all that out in the next. Well, we're a couple of weeks early of recording this, but I'm going to be starting working on that video soon. Probably next week, to be fair. Getting it all sorted, sorting the,
Yeah.
the the script out and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to actually like have it. I've got the thumbnail all ready to go. The thumbnail's been made for about 2 months. So like,
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. The thumbnails were made for about 2 months. So it's like, yeah, I've made it. I had a really good idea. I was like, if I don't do it now, then it might not turn out right. But I absolutely love it. So I'll have to. I'll pop it on screen and whatnot, so that everyone can see it. So a little bit of a teaser for you, but it's super fun. Let me see if I can find it here. I'll pass it to you. I'll let you have a look as well, just while we're here,
Oh, yeah.
because
Awesome.
I am looking. I can't wait to do this video. Where are we? Video thumbnails. There we go.
You're more organized than I am. I don't even have a folder for my thumbnail.
I have a folder for my thumbnails, my podcast, pod clips. I like my thumbnails. I like making them. I like having them very much like
Oh,
organized.
wow, dude.
But
That's awesome.
I love it. It's very cool. And I was like, I need to make this. This thumbnail took me about an hour and a half to make because I had to like get the same image, crop it, and then this bit that's all like glowed out is like an actual separate part of the the same thing, so I had to crop it down, backdrop it all, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I absolutely loved it. It was
Right, yeah.
very, very cool. I'm really honestly, it's probably like one of my favorite thumbnails I've ever made, and I'm so excited to bring the movie out.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you
It's
should enter it into the. I don't know if Darker Things is still doing the thumbnail competition, but
yeah,
enter one of
absolutely,
there.
absolutely. I defo might have to do that. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's what I'm toying with. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Yeah, so that's due out sometime. Well, it'll be due out the Monday after this podcast comes out. So we're a little bit early, but I like to be prepared. So if I get it all sorted and everything, it gives me more time to do other things. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
and you know about scheduling. You're ahead of the game with
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh, it destroys my brain
uh,
sometimes, but
it
it's all
is
good.
that deadline, man, for The Sims was just hard work. I don't think I could get it I couldn't get it fast enough. I was like, oh my gosh, you're a madman. Oh my god.
To be fair, you had like literally the whole month. You didn't have any time before because I
Yeah,
think Roger had The Sims prior, and I
yeah,
was
he
just
did.
like,
Yeah,
Zach, do you want to
yeah,
do us a favor?
yeah.
6 videos later, it's like, I can't, man. It's like, but hey, you did a fantastic job.
Yeah, I've still
So,
got them, so I need to finish them off at some point and pass them over ready for when they go up again. So I'll get that done sometime this month when
all
I'm
good.
free, because my this month is a busy month for me because I'm launching a new series. I've got the video. I've got a lot of scripted videos this month and all that kind of stuff. So, and it's a long month this month, like a 5 week month.
It
So
is, yeah.
it's so I've got a lot to. I've only got 2 pod episodes this month, but I've got instead of a podcast coming out at the end of the month, I've got my first episode of the cooking series coming out. So I'm looking forward to that.
Oh
Um,
yeah, same here.
which
Same
is
here.
which is going to be good. So I need to find a recipe. I need to gather the ingredients within the next couple of weeks, so I can
Hmm.
get that and edit it and all that kind of jazz. So it's good times, good times. But yeah, so
Yeah.
enough about me and my adventures on everything. Um, Next question I think I'm going to ask is, what was the first Disney movie that you saw, or first like your first memory of Disney that you can remember?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I guess like most children, I grew up on Disney. I
Mhm.
mean, whenever you were at home or got together with a family,
Yeah,
um, there was always like some kind of Disney movie on, whether it was like live action or cartoon.
yeah,
Um, I don't. My earliest memory, I guess, would be roughly um, Toy Story 1
mm.
because we just got it on VHS.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember when it came out in the cinema,
Mhm.
and my gran took my cousin to go and see it.
Oh wow.
And I'd heard about how good Toy Story was. It was
Yeah,
like next level stuff
yeah, yeah.
back then in
Mhm.
1995.
Yeah,
And I was like, I want to go and see that. But what ended up happening was because I think my gran had already seen it once,
mhm.
she took me to the cinema to see another little film called Indian in the Cupboard.
Oh,
And
okay, yeah, yeah,
that was a great movie on its own, but at the time I couldn't remember. I couldn't help but feel disappointed that I
yeah,
didn't go and see Toy Story.
yeah, yeah,
So when it came out on VHS, we then um we watched it at home and
mhm.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
And then I just remember like taking the VHS cover
yeah.
and just started to draw Woody and Buzz on a piece of paper, and I showed my mum. I was all proud. I was
Yeah,
happy that
yeah,
it was like my first piece of artwork,
yeah.
and then it said Toy Story instead of Toy Story. And bearing in mind, I was only 4 or 5 at this time. And she was like, "That's awesome, but what's Toy Story?"
Yeah.
But I was like, so I ended
you
up ripping that
you ruined my moment, Mum. Ruined it.
up.
Oh. Yes, I mean you are a bit of an artist. So did you start like drawing at a young age then, or was it? Is it
Um,
something you've kept? Well, obviously you've kept up with it with the thumbnails and the intros, that kind of stuff. Obviously, from what I can tell, it's transferred from into kind of like graphic design. So
yeah, I mean, it was always uh, my mum. She was great at
mm,
drawing, and I think my brother was. Not that he draws much now,
yeah,
but I just remember watching them draw on paper, and I was like, I want to do that too.
yeah,
Um, and my cousin, who's only like a year older than I am, we used to just sit and get the crayons out and draw and whatever, and like he would win all these coloring competitions and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah,
I wish I could do that.
yeah,
So I guess I just kind of forced myself over
mm,
time.
yeah,
Ironically, I started drawing characters like Sonic the Hedgehog,
yeah,
Zelda,
yeah.
Mario.
Hmm.
So here we
Yeah.
are today. I
Yeah,
guess it
that's
started.
it. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it transfers well because your artwork for the videos and the thumbnails are just I like impressive. I really love them. Like the ones you did for Matt's series was incredible. The ones you're doing for my series are just awesome. I absolutely love the kind of like cartoony vibe it's got. It kind of like the way you've given the way you've given like the avatar of myself of like on the thumbnails. It kind of gives me like obviously like proper Disney vibes, which I absolutely love. But it's
Yeah.
very reminiscent of like classic like cartoon characters. I absolutely love that. I really do. It's very cool. You're a very talented man. You really are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, so obviously, I mean, Toy Story is insanely cool. It's it's a classic, it's a cult classic. Um,
Yeah.
it really is. Like that was, I mean, it came out in '95. I was born in '94, so it's like 1 year younger than I am. So I would have probably seen it by the time I was like 3 or 4. So at that point, it would have been a few years old. I think
Yeah.
actually, I'm trying to think because I think I watched. I think I watched it just before Toy Story 2. So Toy Story 2 came out in '97 or '98. It was a couple of years after. I want to say it's '97.
Mhm.
But I remember watching them too as well. At a very young age, and it was just that's probably where it all began for me as well. As well as like the Aristocats was like the first VHS that we ever owned. It was like we got given it, and it was like, yes, I love this. It's a great movie, great movie. But
Oh, I
yeah,
just want to add. Sorry, Toy Story 2 is probably the best one in my
oh
opinion.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. From early Pixar, I would totally agree. Um,
Mhm.
but for me, my personal favorite is Toy Story 3, because if you want to see a grown man cry, it's that. Honestly,
It's
it's heart wrench. It's absolutely heart wrenching the way. Oh, it's just I can't even. It's too
oh, it
much.
is. Yeah, I mean, for everyone that's grew up in that journey and having Andy and the toys together
That's
until
it.
that last moment,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
really, Disney?
yeah,
You went there?
yeah. And then 4, they ruined it, and 5, and then they're bringing out 5, and it's just no, 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 no. Four was okay. Like it was
Yeah.
It wasn't my favorite. I totally knew where the plot was going to go, and it's just like it's so predictable. Like it really was. But
To be honest, I'm kind of I'm happy that they're bringing out a fifth because I wasn't at all satisfied with the way they closed the book on four.
no, no, no. It was very like cut and dry. Like nope, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I hope it all comes. I want it all to come full circle, and the way. So, I think it was Tim, or was it? Yeah, I think it was Tim. Tim Allen, who obviously plays Buzz Lightyear. He was saying the
Mhm.
only way that I will come back to play Buzz Lightyear is if it all comes full circle and the toys become Andy's son's toys or Andy's child's toys. Which I was like,
Ah,
yes, that makes perfect sense. Just do that. Make that become full circle, and then Andy can be in their lives again, and then just leave it there. Please just leave it there. We don't need any
yeah,
more.
that would
Like
be perfect.
absolutely, absolutely. But yeah, it's Toy Story's a good one. Toy Story's a good one. For me, I think I think obviously my favorite Pixar movie is probably Cars. Like, I absolutely love the Cars franchise, except from the second one. The second one's just stupid. It makes no sense. Like, towards the cinematic, like the Cars universe, it never even mentioned in the third one. It's just, yeah. So 1 and 3 are like the best ones. But yeah, it's there. But
I've
yeah,
never really seen Cars. I've seen one came on Sky a
yeah,
lot. It was just on the TV. I don't know what one. I couldn't tell you which one it was, but
yeah,
yeah, it looked all right. I would probably take my time and watch. Well,
yeah,
is it a trilogy now? Is it
yeah.
as
It's a
well?
trilogy. So the first one is like the spoilers if none of y'all have seen Cars, but you really should have. The first one is about Lightning McQueen. He's like the rookie in like the NASCAR, and he's like proper pretentious and really like, oh, I'm the best, da da da, and he gets lost into like some little like Route 66 town called Radiator Springs. And he learns like the
Oh,
value of friendship and family and all that kind of. It's a nice little story. The second one is like, oh, he lives there now, and then he becomes like he gets to be like chosen for like this World Grand Prix, which is fine. It makes sense. That bit makes sense to the story because like, yeah, it's his off season from the NASCAR. He wants to keep fresh. He wants to explore the world. Blah blah blah. But the part that doesn't make sense is that Mater, like his best friend, who's like a tow truck, becomes a secret spy for the MI6
oh, all right.
and trying to hunt down like these cars that are like trying to like harm the races around the world.
Yeah.
And so he works with like these two MI6 agents, and then he falls in love with one of the MI6, which is a female one, and falls in love with this female car, and she falls for him as well, blah blah blah. And then nothing happens. Like, you get to the third one, and I'll explain the third one in a minute. But you get to the third one, and no mention of this at all, as if like it never happened, like at all. And the third one is like it's a few years past, so it's like I think the third one came out like 2016, I think. But
Yeah.
it's a good few years after the first one, and Lightning's like struggling. He's been on the scene for like years. Like he obviously he's a veteran now. He's like one
Yeah.
of the most well-known like cars on like the track and everything. And then all these newer like hybrid faster cars come, and Lightning's like feeling defeated, and he wants to try and better himself. So he goes to this like this performance center and tries to better himself, and he comes to the realization that he's getting on a bit, and he's not like the fastest, and he's not the best anymore because of all like these new hybrid cars. So
Yeah.
it's a good little trilogy. The first and third one are very, very good. Amazing like soundtrack, and just it's great. Like, it's got a lot of like country music in it because it's meant to be based on like Route 66, and that's where country
Yeah.
music comes from. But yeah, it's great. It's a great couple of movies. It really are. But yeah, the second one just makes no sense, like, at all. In like
I'm sorry. I'm still waiting on A Bug's Life 2. Where's A Bug's Life 2?
Yes.
Sorry.
Where is A Bug's Life 2? Where is Bug's Life 2?
I'd even settle for a sequel of Jerry's Game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're going for the shorts. I love that. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Pixar. So Pixar are just, they've been in the game for a long time, since '95, but they weren't actually like owned by Disney until like 2006. So they were just
Oh yeah.
they were just partners for the longest time. Um, but yeah, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, good choices there, man. Good choices there. I'm happy. I'm happy that you got that Toy Story is like right up there, because it's an absolute classic. It really is. It kind of set like 3D animation in the direction of where we are now. To be fair, and
It did.
yeah, 100%.
It was ahead of its time. Definitely.
100%, 100%. But yeah. So moving along. I mean, next question, I guess, is so I mean, Disney have produced a lot of games in the past and all that kind of stuff. So I think the next question is what have you played?
Whew, what have I not played? um, damn. Yeah, I had a list written out, in fact. But I remember one of the first games I ever played was, I think at the time it was called Mickey's Mania or Mickey
Okay.
Mania
Yeah.
on the Mega Drive,
Okay.
which was later ported over to the PlayStation 1, I think, under the title of Mickey's Wild Adventure.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was an awesome game. But
Mm.
on the subject of Toy Story, I played the first Toy Story game also on
Oh,
Mega
no.
Drive, and I could never get past Andy's room. Like just the time limit on
Yeah.
trying to get, saving the toys and whatnot.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just I could never do that. But Disney games are surprisingly difficult.
They
Like, I
are.
remember.
They are, aren't they? Like, some of them are, like, ridiculously hard, especially from, like, the SNES era. Like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, Lion King and Aladdin are, like, two of the hardest
Yeah.
games on, like, the SNES.
It's funny because a few years ago, I think it was like the end of season 2 on Nostalgia Gaming Retro.
Yeah.
One of the challenges I had been given at the time was to complete it was one of the levels on Lion King.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm sure it was the one where it's like you bounce on giraffes and things
Oh,
and
yeah.
have the monkeys swing you between the trees. So I had like an hour to complete that level. And I was so proud of myself that it was the only challenge I was able to complete that entire Christmas, but I didn't care because I'd done that one and I
Yeah.
was happy.
Like, accomplished, like, absolutely.
Yes. Yes, I felt like I was on top. I didn't care that I didn't win that year. I was like, I beat that game. First time ever.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
See, so there was one game that I tried playing. I told you about this game, and I honestly couldn't get past I was like, this is not going to be good at all for like the channel or for the series I'm doing. And I was like, this game was so goddamn difficult, and I'm not blaming it on the language barrier because it was the Tokyo Disneyland one for the SNES that I told you about. I was like, yes, I found this
yeah.
Tokyo Disneyland game. The first level was Pirates of the Caribbean, right? And I could not get past like the first quarter of this level. I was like, what the hell am I doing? So basically the game, you had like a backpack. Think of it as like a backpack from Super Mario Sunshine, but instead of water, it's air. And you had like balloons, like so you had like balloons to float yourself up, and then you had water balloons to throw at the like the enemies. And I was like, what the hell do I do? So I was like, I was trying to figure this game out for like 10, 15 minutes. I was like, I could not figure it out. I was like, right, I figured out the controls. I was like, right, I'll start recording and I'm sure I'll figure it out as I go. Started recording, did everything. I was like, I cannot get past this first quarter. There was like a bit where there was like spikes above and spikes below, and you had to like balance yourself in between with this like air of like fucking air balloons. I was like, I'm not talented enough to do this. Like, what the hell is this? Like, it was so ridiculously hard. I was like, what is this? Like, this game is ridiculously hard.
It's weird because the demographic that they're aiming towards are kids.
Yeah.
How can kids beat this level? I can't even do it.
I was like, oh my gosh. And it's a good job as well because I was playing Mickey's Magical Mirror as well, and I know the recording was dodgy for that one. And it's a good job because I spent a good 30 minutes trying to find one specific room, and I was like, where is this room with this fucking... I was looking for a room with a piggy bank in it because I had like coins to put in it that I needed to get a cog for like the clock that I needed to like progress into the game. I was like, I cannot find this room with the piggy bank in it. Where is it? I was like, I stumbled across it. I was like, for half an hour, I could not find it again. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Like, where am I? It was absolutely absolute madness. Like, and older games are hard as they are, like with no rhyme or reason and no direction or anything. It's like you're in the game, figure it out, son. Like that's what it is. But some of these
Exactly.
some of these Disney games are just ridiculously hard, especially from like I was trying to play the I downloaded it just for myself. I was like, oh, I've never played it. I downloaded a DuckTales game. I was like, I can't even get past the first mission, first level. I don't even know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like I went to the end of the level. It's like you've got to find something to progress. I was like, there's nothing to find. I've done everything. I'm getting attacked by a woman that's throwing crap out of a window and people jumping out of bins. I'm like, what am I doing? Where is the help? Like, what is going on?
Exactly. Yeah, that sounds very much like DuckTales. I had played, I guess, was it the remake? I think, kind of like a remaster even.
Okay,
And
yeah,
I couldn't get past the first part. But again, it was just a demo, so I wasn't too
yeah,
bothered.
yeah.
But yeah, there's so many games. In fact, a few that I'd like to talk about.
Of course, yeah,
One in
absolutely.
particular is Mickey Speedway, which you've done.
I
I
have.
won't say too much about, but
Yes,
you've done that recently. That
I
was one of
have.
my favorites.
Oh, there you go. There you go. There we
It
go.
was very close to like Mario Kart 64, so it was like,
Yeah, yeah. That's the kind of vibes I got from it. It was like, yes, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it to a point where it was like it was okay, but I feel like there's better games for the time of like better racing games and stuff like that. But
yeah,
it was decent though. It was pretty fun. I'd give it a solid like 6 out of 10.
oh for sure, yeah. I might even give it a 7. I mean, for us, it was like back in the day when we got bored of Mario Karts for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, we were doing balloon battles and everything on
Oh
that
yeah.
game,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it was like, shall we stick on Mickey Speedway? Sure. And then they do exactly the same thing, but
Yeah.
everything's just Disneyfied.
Yeah,
They've even got the balloon battle and everything.
that's
So
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty fun to be fair. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. I think my only problem was, and again, I'm not blaming it, but the language barrier. I couldn't find an English version. I was like, it's in Japanese. We'll just rock with
yeah,
it. Like we'll just go with it. It's
you
fine.
figured that out. That was the
Yeah,
main thing.
yeah, that's it. I was like very like I've just finished playing Disney's DDR again, and that'll be coming to the channel soon as well on your end.
Yeah.
But like that is such a fun game. I absolutely like. I'm a big fan of rhythm games, so that was like right on my alley. And like, no joke of a lie, it made me like download Rock Band. I was like, I really want to play Rock Band now.
Oh, Rock Band, and Guitar Hero. I
Rock
went
Band
through
and
an
Guitar
entire
Hero,
phase.
absolutely, absolutely. Rock Band Guitar Hero 3 will be forever like one of my favorite games, 100%. So I've got the PSP emulator, so I have got Rock Band Unplugged, and I am currently like playing it in between doing things. So I'm like, yes, this is I love that game. That was like the first PSP game like I 100% and I was like, I'm just going to do it again because why not?
Well, why not? Indeed.
Why
Yeah,
not?
you should tell RJ. RJ's really into Rock Band and
He
things like
is,
that.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I I love watching his Rock Band videos and stuff like that. Guy's got
Yeah.
talent, man. Like I can't do it on expert.
Oh
Like
yeah.
medium's the highest I go, but like that guy's got incredible skill, really has.
He sure does. He sure does. He puts me to shame, and I never claimed to be good, but I thought like even if I hit 95,
Yeah, yeah,
96 or
yeah,
something, on
yeah,
medium, I thought, yeah, I'm pretty good.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then along comes RJ, and it's like, okay, I'm putting that down now.
Yeah, that's it. Like that's me. That's me done.
But yeah, I mean, there's other great games. Another two in particular. One I played on the Xbox 360, which is a remake of another Disney game from
Okay.
way back when, which I didn't play,
Mm.
which is Castle of Illusion.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
game is fantastic. And
Mm.
again, I only played the remake,
Yeah.
which with updated visuals and the storyteller and everything
Yeah.
as a narrator for the game. That I was just hooked on that.
Yeah. It's a beautiful game. That it's. I think that's when you think of a Disney game from that era. That is probably one that comes to mind straight away.
Yeah. Yep. I enjoyed it that much. I think it was one of the only few games that I've completed every achievement for as well. I went
Nice.
right back and finished it through.
Nice.
But it also made me kind of beg for like sequels because I know that there's World of Illusion and Land of Illusion and things
Yeah.
like that. I thought if they do them in the same style as this,
Mhm.
it would be awesome, but they never did, and I was kind of
No,
disappointed.
I know. Yeah, it's that in it, but I mean, it sometimes I feel like if they redo them, like if they remake them, they're not sometimes are not as good. Like with if, but I think the Castle of Illusion was just a great one. It really was. It was definitely up there for
Yeah.
sure.
It makes me kind of want to go back and see what the original was just to compare the two.
Oh yeah, for
Kind of.
sure. Yeah, yeah.
And the last one I'll talk about, at least for now,
Mhm,
is a series that I've had my eye on for a while,
mhm.
but I've kind of put it off because of other things, and that is the Kingdom Hearts franchise.
Oh yes. Oh
Yes,
yes. Kingdom
yes.
Hearts. Oh,
Gotta love Kingdom Hearts.
gotta love Kingdom Hearts. It's the perfect symphony of a JRPG in the Final Fantasy universe and Disney combined. It's just chef's kiss. It really is. And oh, I could play those games all day, every day. Like if I had the chance and to sit down and play that series beginning to end, oh, I
Oh,
actually
for
would,
sure.
absolutely would. Last one I played, the newest one I played 3 like years ago when it first came out actually on
Yeah, yeah,
on PS4, yeah PS4, and it was a series that I was like proper loving, and I sat down and I was like, right, I'm gonna play this, and I at the time I wasn't really doing much YouTube, but I was like streaming on I was streaming it on like to like my friends and
yeah,
things on PlayStation, and we were all just sat there and just playing like in like in like a little group and everything, just watching. It was just
yeah, yeah.
fantastic. The way So I will say the way they do some of the universes, and one in particular I absolutely loved, is the Monsters Inc. universe that they had. And this is only because it continued the story in Kingdom Hearts style from the movie of Monsters Inc. And I was like, yes, we need this. Like it was.
Ah,
So the story was obviously, if you know how Monsters Inc. ended, it's Sully going into Boo's room, and she shouts out, "Kitty." That's where it ends. We never know what happens after that. But the way
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts did it was like she goes into the monster world, because obviously now they use laughter instead of screams because it produces higher engines, stuff like that.
yeah,
So she went into the monster world to go see Mike and Sully, and she gets kidnapped by Randall, and Randall's got like all these like mad like darkness controlled like they like bossy things, and it's friggin'
mhm.
ridiculously hard because it's like in a confined space. It's ridiculous, but it was so well done. It was like, yes, this is where the story needs to go, and take this, Disney. Like you've made it, or you've made the story already. Just transfer it into a movie. Just do that, please. Just do that.
Well,
Like,
did you hear actually that I think it was a couple of days ago they announced that an animated or a CGI animated Kingdom Hearts movie is getting made by Disney themselves.
oh really? Oh, I've not seen that. No,
Yeah.
no, no. Oh, okay. Interesting. The last thing I heard about Kingdom Hearts is he announced Kingdom Hearts 4, which
Yeah.
was a good couple of years ago now. But I didn't know about that. I'll have to keep a look at that and have a look.
Yeah, I only
That's
found out
interesting.
just the other day there. So
Nice.
something to
Insider.
look out for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Disney information that we didn't know about, guys. It's There we go. Love that. Love that. Love that. But yeah, I mean, I tell you one that I really loved. Was on the Wii. The Epic Mickey series.
Oh, is that the one with the paintbrush?
Yeah,
Is it that?
yeah. So
Ah,
so it's the one where you go into like an alternate reality where it's like Disney is all disheveled and the world's kind of like all upside down and all that kind of stuff. The first
mhm.
one's more follows like this. It looks like it's Chernobog from Fantasia, but I don't
Yeah.
think it is. It looks very similar to him.
Okay.
But yeah, the second one is it's probably like my favorite out of the series, and it's only because it's got Oswald the Lucky Rabbit in it. So Oswald was like the first creation made by Walt when he used to work for Universal and things like that. And they took the rights to him, and then when that
Yeah.
game came out, I think it was 2013, 2014, something like that. Disney
Yep.
had bought the rights back from Oswald from Universal, and was like, "We're going to take advantage of that. We're going to make a game out of it." And Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two, is just a fantastic game. It really is. I'd honestly, I'd just get a Wii just to play those two games, 100%.
Well, again, I'm providing you with some new information,
Mm.
I guess, because I also heard through the same grapevine
Mm.
that the first Epic Mickey is getting a remaster for current gen consoles.
Yeah, I did hear that actually. My brother Jake told me about that because he's very in with like Nintendo news and stuff. He's very much like but yeah, I'm very excited for that. I might have to nab the Switch for that and play that because that is a game I would actually love to play again. And
Yeah.
have the not have the Wii control like messing up my wrist, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I play the original, but I saw the trailer
Mm.
for the remaster, and I was like, "This looks epic." I mean,
Yeah,
it's in the name,
yeah,
obviously, but it does
yeah,
look epic.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
definitely on the list.
a fantastic game. Again, it's for me like when I played it years ago when it came out, it was absolutely rock solid. But like, it's defo worth it. Absolutely, just it's fun to see like the alternate reality of like a dystopian Disney, and it was very cool to like. It's very much like think of like Fallout, but like within Disney, where everything's like broken, and
Oh yeah,
it's very cool. It's very cool to to see and to like experience that because it's like in the Mirrorverse. It's kind of like in the mirror world. It's very cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very very
Is it in
cool.
any way connected to uh the one that you mentioned earlier, that like the magic mirror, Mickey's
No,
magic mirror?
it's
Oh,
not. No, no. I mean, it's got the same kind of like beginning to it. Like he's asleep and he goes down into like so the first one's based around about the time of like Fantasia, so he's like working as like the sorcerer's apprentice type thing, and he takes
okay.
over the paintbrush and he drops the inkwell over like the map that the sorcerer was working on, and that's what causes the whole madness of like the other universe. He gets kind of like sucked into it, into like the map, into like the mirror of like the world. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's very cool. It's a very dark game. It's very like on the bridge of like teen kind of like that kind of like it's not for little ones, but it's not more so for you know it's quite
yeah.
it's a challenge. It's challenging to like explain, but it's one that you'd have to definitely check out for
Oh,
sure,
for
for
sure.
sure. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's some games that I mean that I've played for the series that I've never seen before. I mean, there was one, the Disney DDR, for example, was one that I'd never seen before. I didn't even know that existed. I was like, yes, that is one. Um,
Yeah,
the Mickey Speedway, never saw it. Obviously, I mean, I know at that time there was a lot of like kart racing games and stuff, and there still are to this day. But like that was one I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. It looks pretty all right. And wasn't disappointed in any way. But yeah, it was fun game. Um, I mean, there's just a few games on there that was like, yes, I need to play these again. These are just it's
mhm,
just great games. But yeah, it's Disney have provided so many games over the year that are like movie tie-ins or like original kind of like concepts and stuff, and some of them have turned out fine. Some of them are a bit naff, and it's like, we'll just see where they go. But
yeah.
I mean, I've played my fair share of like crappy ones. Like there was one, what was it called? Oh God, was it? It was a Cars game. It was like it was is it Cars Racerama, something like that? And they tried to do like a story mode within a kart game. I was like, this isn't working, guys. Let's not do that. It wasn't working in any way, shape, or form.
Back to the drawing. Who okayed this? You
Yeah.
know.
Who decided this was an okay idea? If it was Owen Wilson, just oh my gosh, no. Just no. But
Oh wow.
oh
Wow.
wow. No, but for sure, man, it's Disney games are just impressive. They're either really good or they're just really shit. There's no in between. Like
Yeah.
I can't find one that's like proper like mid-level. Like yes, this is like the middle of the road. It's like this is what you need to aim to be at least to be good. But
To set the bar.
to
Yeah.
set the bar, but no, it's either they're extremely good, like you've got like Kingdom Hearts up there, you've got friggin' Epic Mickey, you've got Castle of Illusion, and then down below you've got like fucking Chicken Little, and you know, there's a Finding Nemo game. Like, why is there a Finding Nemo game? You know, there's just some weird ones. It's just bizarre.
To find Nemo, I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, I guess, I mean, just watch the movie, or
Yeah.
ride the ride, one of the two. You don't need a game to find Nemo. Like,
No.
you don't need a game for that.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention it though, because I know that if my sister's watching this
Mhm.
back, it's one that I've never played myself, but I mean, as I've said to you before, it was
Yeah.
kind of surprising to us
Yeah,
that she had subscribed to your channel, and then when I
absolutely.
told her that you were on Team Retro, she's like, "What, the same Zach from Disney Magic Zach? Really?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like,
Yeah.
"I got into Zach's channel because I was watching his playthroughs of Dreamlight Valley."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I have not played that game in so long. I do not know what's happening, but I keep up to date with it every so often. I know Daisy's in it now. It's like, oh my gosh. So I went through a phase where I was like, yes, I absolutely love this game, and I played it for like, honestly, I probably played it for like 3-4 months straight, and I was like, yes, I still love the game to this day. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still installed. Like, I can launch it up whenever I want. I just don't
Yeah.
have the time to launch it up because I'm so busy with work and editing and goodness
Yeah.
knows what else. But it's like, it's fine. It's there when I want it. But the last time I played it, I was like, yes, I got up to date with everything that was out currently. I did all of like the portal quests. I finished all like my side quests. I'm pretty sure I had like 3 or 4 left to do. I unlocked Jack Skellington. I got that, and I was like, yes, I have got up to date. And then it got announced like the week after. It was like the first like paid DLC that they brought out, which is called the what's it called? I don't know what it is, but you got, it's like to do with like time. It's like a new area. You've got like new characters there. You've got like Gaston, you've got Rapunzel and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember off the top of my head who's there, but like I was like, yes, I need this DLC. Still not bought it, but it's fine. Still not got it, but it was just one of them where it's like, if you fall off it, and because it's still quote unquote in beta, like it's still being worked on as like in a game that's in progress. Like it's not been, because the way they wanted to work it was, so I bought it before it came out, like before it came out to the public. I was like one of the play testers, as it were, and I was like, okay, fair. So I bought the game. I bought like the one of the editions. I think I bought like just the one below the Ultimate Edition for like, I got like a little limited edition like little sidekick. I got some coins. I got some dream shards, or like, you know, the thing to unlock everything. I was like, okay, cool. We did that, got all of that sorted, and I was like, yeah, fine. Absolutely loved it. And then I kind of fell off it for a little bit. I was like, because I was busy doing other stuff and like playing other games and stuff, and I was like, I'll come back to it. So I came back to it like 2 or 3 months later. Got to like the point again where like the story mode. So I wanted to like get up to date with all the story and everything. And then the last time I played, I finished the story, and I was like, right, I finished the main story. what do I do now? It's like I just need to level everyone up, get to everyone to like level 10, expand my places and build everything, yada yada. Just build up my cash and everything, because I, the best way to like get cash is to like farm and all that kind of stuff and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, very like Animal Crossing kind of like vibes, where it's like it's very cozy, it's very, you do a lot of farming, you do a lot of like repetitive kind of like stuff to build up your coins, your dream shards, and your dream, your dream. What's it called? I don't know what it's called. I'm calling it dream shards. It's probably wrong, but they are dream shards in there, and that's another thing. But yeah, it's a fantastic game. It's just because it's updating all the time. It's like it's very once you're off it. If you're off it, you're off it, and then you need to catch up again. It's
Yeah,
like
it's easy to lose touch.
it's easy to lose touch because it's still in development. They're still adding characters and realms and all that kind of stuff. And because it's
Yeah.
not fully out yet, so the way they worked it is obviously you bought in to play it as like a beta playtester. You got like your little limited edition kind of things that you can get when you first load up the game and everything. But then
Yep.
as you progress like further, obviously you're still waiting for the story to do, so waiting for all the realms to open. And the way they wanted to do it is they wanted everything to be done beforehand, to be in the game before they launched it out for people to play it for free. So it was meant to be essentially a free to play game in like a year's time from its release date. That didn't happen because it's still not updated. Like I don't think everything's fully out yet, but they're still wanting it to. As far as I know, they still want it to be a free to play game in the future. But yeah, but they'll have like microtransactions in it where you can buy like new designs for your house, and you can buy certain objects and things like that. So, you can buy dream shards, and you can buy, you can do like the star pass, and you can buy into those and buy the coins for that kind of stuff and do that kind of stuff. So they're in there already, but like I think that was the main part of it for them to earn their money a little bit, kind of like
Yeah.
like microtransactions, but they're not necessary because you can earn everything in game within like a reasonable amount of time. It's just for people who have money to spend and don't want to
And
do
just want to get there
yeah
faster
don't want
than
to do
everyone
don't want to
else.
do the work,
Yeah.
those people. But yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic game. It really is. Like, it's really fun. I need to get back into it, but it is something that if you are a fan of like Animal Crossing, you're a fan of like those kind of cozy gamer vibes, and it's definitely for you. But I do need to pop it back on and get it back on at some point on the channel and just figure out where the hell I am, because Lord knows I don't even know. Like I can't remember the last time I even played it and where I was up to.
Well, I might be able to just, I'll send my sister along. She can just give you an update on everything that's been happening
Yeah,
because
that'll be absolutely fine. I need it. Give me the
I
Dreamlight
have
Valley
no
lowdown.
idea. I get my weekly updates
Yeah.
from my sister, and I've never played the game, so
That's fun. I love that. I love
it's all
that.
good.
Yeah, but definitely want to try for sure. For sure, it's a fun game. It really, really is. It's that is definitely one that's up there with like Kingdom Hearts. That is one they've done right, most definitely,
Yeah.
and that's probably one of the better games in the past few years that they've done. It's like, but that's like a sole Disney game. It's not like a crossover with anything. It's literally like
Mhm.
that is an original like Disney ID, and it's like you're doing it right, boys. You're doing a good job. Well done. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I appreciate you've done that. Absolutely. But yeah, it's definitely one there. Oh gosh, what was I gonna say? I'm trying not to like. I don't know what. I'm trying not to like burp down the microphone. I don't know what. Don't want to do. Don't want to do that.
Oh no, no,
No, that'd be
or
unprofessional.
fart, you know.
No, we don't. No, definitely no, no,
No, no, don't want to do that.
no.
No.
So, I mean, the next question I probably want to ask just before we wrap everything up is, you know, I mean, Have you got a? I mean, I don't even know. How am I wording it? How am I wording it? Okay, I've got it. I think I've got it. Have you so? Next question is: have you got like any aspirations to, in terms of like Disney related things? Have you got any like inspiration to like progress into playing the games more, or to explore a little bit more of like into other aspects of like the media as such, into like into your own channel or into yourself for like different movies, or like, you know, giving something new a try on like Disney Plus or something like that? Or, you know, is it one of those things that you're kind of like figuring it out? You're just like, nah, I'll just watch whatever I want to watch, or do whatever, play games that I know that I know are good.
That's a great question, actually. Yeah, I I've had an on and off subscription with Disney Plus. I think the last time, I mean, there was a rumor going around a few months ago about internet hackers and how they can get all your credit card details online and whatnot. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah,
I'm going to remove my details from
yeah,
Google just in case,
yeah.
something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And forgetting that, you know, that's where my monthly payments come from for Disney Plus. So I've abandoned that slightly, but I do
Yeah.
enjoy Disney Plus. I got
Mm-hmm.
that for Marvel. I got it for just nostalgia, basically.
Yeah.
To go back and kind of watch all those old films.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when I did get it, was it last year? I just had this notion to watch Homeward Bound. I watched the original,
Okay.
then the remake, and then the second one, like all in one day.
Oh, fair,
Um,
fair.
so yeah,
Good
I,
choice.
I'm hoping to get that back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's on my to do list.
Yeah.
But in terms of games, again, maybe explore Kingdom Hearts someday when I can
Mm-hmm.
fit it in, because
Yeah.
it's such a huge game in itself, not just
Yeah.
in a series, but I'd have to find the right time to bring that across. And
Absolutely, because it's not like a 5 minute thing. It's like
oh no,
hundreds, maybe even thousands of hours, like spanned across like 3 games.
it is,
It's a
and I
big
got the
task.
it is. I got the HD. I think it was like there's two different
Oh
versions
yeah,
of
the
Point.
1.2 and the one point
Yeah.
four or 1.3. Yeah, I know which one you mean. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I ended up getting all those, and I'm like, I'm just going to play the first one because I
Yeah,
never got a chance to finish it, and then I was like, I'm going to do that for the channel someday.
yeah.
Um, I've got the third one. I've the seal still on the game because I'd never got through the first two, and I'm like, I can't touch this yet
Yeah,
until I know what's
yeah,
happening in the actual story. So
yeah, yeah.
it's still sealed in
Uh,
my cabinet.
I mean, fair
Um,
enough, fair enough.
but yeah, I mean, across the channel, across the previous
Mm.
uh, 3-4 seasons, I've dabbled in a few games there. We did, was it Couch Co-op? We did a World of Illusion. It was Cosmic and I.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I was Mickey, he was Donald.
yeah,
We had such a laugh playing that game. It was the
yeah.
first time for us both. And yeah, as I say, Lion King, the challenge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to probably explore more games.
Mm.
Although we have you for that now.
You
You've got
do.
your
Yeah,
series.
yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
Which I am excited for you to see some of the edits. I mean, that Tarzan one is nothing compared to some of the ones that's coming up.
I love the Tarzan one. Just, I honestly, I was watching this morning and I was pressing back like 3 or 4 times because it was so like minuscule, and I was like, is that Johnny Vegas in the video? And it was the fucking PG tips, like monkey. I was like, it was like so funny. I was like, yes, that is peak gold comedy right there.
But yeah, I mean, I hope that I mean, even if you wanted to do something together on the channel,
Oh, 100%, definitely, definitely. Yeah. I mean,
I
I'm
would
down for that.
I'd definitely be up for some kind of co-op
Hmm.
play if you wanted to have me as a special guest on your own show over there,
Yeah.
and like, Rapid, let's redo World of Illusion. Let's try and finish this thing. I'll be like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
I'm
let's
down.
let's go. Let's do it. Most definitely. Most definitely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, for sure.
yeah. I'm always down for like a co-op. Or I'm always down for having guests on my own channel and on wherever I am, because that's what makes it more entertaining. It's all good and well me sitting there and talking and reading off a script, and it's all good like doing that, but you need those people to actually make it even better. Like,
Yeah.
so 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah, I'm down for that whenever the series is, launches again or whatever, whatever the plans are for it in the future. But most definitely super excited for that. Most definitely. But yeah, I think one last question. And we talked about Disney Plus. Now, there's a lot of things on Disney Plus that that are not on there. I'm gonna ask you a question beforehand. Do you consider yourself, did you ever watch like the Disney Channel when you was younger?
I didn't.
You didn't.
I
Was you a
didn't.
Nickelodeon kid?
I was more of a Cartoon Network
Oh,
guy.
Cartoon Network. Fair dues. Fair
Yeah.
dues. Okay. Okay. This next question may be obsolete then, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Is there anything from the Disney Channel that you would like to see on Disney Plus that is not on there? Because there is one series that I feel just needs to be on Disney Plus, and for me, that is House of Mouse. That was like the best Disney Channel like animated series. It was fantastic.
I am actually familiar with it.
Mm,
I've seen very little of it,
yeah,
but yeah, I would agree. If it's not on there, they should get it on
hundred
because,
percent. Yeah,
it was one of those. I mean, Mickey Mouse hadn't been prominent in a lot of things at that time. Like, he was kind of, yeah, he was the face of Disney. He was
yeah,
the mascot,
yeah.
but like there was so many films coming out with characters, and that was like the one thing in recent years that I had seen where Mickey was a part of, and I was
Exactly.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, but why is that not there then?
yeah.
I think that should definitely be there.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I totally agree. So, Disney, if you're listening, House of Mouse needs to be on Disney Plus, because why wouldn't it be? Just do it. It's as simple as that. Just get her done. Just do it. 100%.
Along with A Bug's Life too, and a sequel to Jerry's Game.
Yeah, there you go. See, Bugs Life 2, and let's get Jerry's Game 2 going. Let's see. Let's just continue it on. Let's just
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. We've
Let him have a rematch with himself.
Yeah, exactly. Just let him do it. He needs to know who wins.
Yeah, exactly. Call me up. I'll write you a script. I'll even help you animate the
There
thing.
you
Okay.
go. See. There you go. uh, but yeah. Again, thank you, man, for being here. It's been epic having you on here. It's like you say, been wanting to do this for a while. We finally got the
Oh, thank
time. Our schedules aligned, so it's all good. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man.
No, thank you for having me. I've been excited about this. I mean, you asked me like a month ago, and I was like, "Yeah, man, this sounds fun."
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that's it. And I like to be prepared, but I was like, yeah, it's we got it. We finally got it sorted. I was like, yes. Make sure these
Uh,
days are free.
oh, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Absolutely,
So thank you very much. Thank
not
you.
at all a worry. Um, give yourself a shout out. I know you told us at the beginning, but let us know where we can find you again on socials and all that kind of stuff, and everything will be down below in the description anyhow for you as well.
Okay, so yeah, again, you can find me over on Nostalgia Gaming Retro on YouTube. I am also on Discord under the same name, as well as Instagram, Facebook, and X now, I believe it's called.
Yeah,
So it's fairly quiet on my socials, but if we build if we build it up, then people will come, as they say. So
that's it.
you can get us over there.
Yeah, amazing. And you can follow me here. You can subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, because I'm providing the content, boys. I've got some good stuff coming up. I've got some amazing stuff coming up. I've got everything planned out for the next couple of months, so y'all are in for some treats. And I mean, as of this, Let me figure it out because we're not actually there yet. But I do know Monday the 6th, like, because that's the next day, it is going to be 99 days. So 99, 98, 97, 96, 94, 95, 92, 86. As this recording comes out, this episode comes out, it's going to be 86 days till I go away. Oh my God, what is that?
Oh,
86 days. Actually, can I please just have, I had a rant before on Instagram. Can I just have a rant before I go? Disney, again, if you're listening, what are you doing with Food and Wine Festival? Okay, is it because I'm coming? Because 100%, right? The date's got announced the other day, and no joke of a lie, it starts August 29th. When do I come home? August 28th. I land home the 29th. I'm
oh,
actually like fuming because, like, guaranteed I would have been able to meet all of my favorite Disney content creators. They all would have been there day one, and I am actually going to be so annoyed that I'm not going to be there. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
oh,
So I'm going to be walking around Epcot, and all of the booths are going to be there, ready to go. And can I experience them? Can I balls? And I'm so upset.
oh.
I'm so upset. Like, what is that? So Disney, push it back just a couple of days so I can please experience it. Please, that's all I'm asking for. Just push it back to like the 27th or the 28th. Like, let me experience it before. No, actually, not the 28th. The 27th or the 26th, okay? Just a couple of days earlier. That's all we need. Just please. That'd be great. Thank you. But
Hashtag it. Hashtag push it back. Hashtag.
hashtag push it back. Yeah. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm super excited to go. Really, really am. But again, super excited to have you on here, man. It's been amazing. And yeah, if you want to catch up with the rest of the pod, there is a playlist to catch all other 25 episodes or the 26 episodes. And it's been a little while, but I'm gonna say it because we're not there yet. But there has been a live stream of I am planning to go again. This has already happened, but I'm planning to go live the 11th of May and going into the 12th because the 12th is when this podcast launched 1 year ago today. Not 1 year ago today. 1 year ago, the 12th of May, the first episode of the podcast launched and this channel launched. So we're going to do a special little live stream where we're going to watch like some of the best videos on the channel, talk through like a little bit of the scenarios and a little bit behind the scenes and stuff, a little bit of a chat. It's going to be super fun. I'm looking forward to that. So it's going to be good. But yeah, I hope I all saw you there. Hope you all were there in attendance. I hope you were because y'all are awesome. But yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Until then, much love. Peace.